Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra is finally coming to an end. I want to not only give my overall thoughts on this season, but also talk about who I think could possibly be the next character coming to Season 2.
Sonic's the name, speed's my game.
Now, to go even further beyond.
You're too slow! Come on, step it up!
Now I'll show you!
Woo! Whew, feeling good!
But first, I want to talk about everything positive that came out of this season. My first positive has to do with the main three characters that got added this season: Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Gotenks, and God Topo. Overall, these characters are really solid. Some people would even say they're complete game changers. Super Saiyan 3 Goku was the first out of the drop, and personally, I really liked using him. Not only is this kit really good, but it's also really fun to use. Now, with that being said, I must talk about the first negative I have with this season: not dropping all of Super Saiyan 3 Goku's animations on day one. Now, this really isn't a problem for most people, but I like summoning in this game, and I like getting the new fancy legendaries.
No! Come on!
So the fact that I couldn't just do that when Goku was first released was a little bit upsetting. Also, before anyone says it, yes, I know they dropped some of the rare and epic animations for Goku, but I'm talking about the fact that they chose not to release any of the new legendaries, or just any of the new legendaries at all, until much later. Thankfully, the devs learned from this mistake and now are choosing to drop all the animations for the new characters on day one. One more big negative I have to say about this update, but also the whole season as a whole, is making the characters locked behind a paywall. Now, for me personally, this only bothers me a bit. Yes, it's annoying that I have to spend real money for these characters, but I feel like the devs could have just made these characters somehow unlockable through free means. Now, I'm not very sure how you can unlock these characters, but I'm sure they could find a way. But please, anything but summoning for them. Gotenks was the next to release, and overall, he was solid. Nothing too earth-shattering, but good. Some would say he's amazing. Along with this release, the devs finally fixed one of the biggest issues with this game: Error Code 0. Error Code 0 was basically a bug in the game that would pretty much just do this. What the fuck? Hello? Hello? My game! My game! No way my shit just crashed. Yo, my ping! What the fuck? If you tried getting back into the game, well, the game just wouldn't let you. Not until you at least wait like 20 minutes or so. If you played Gekishin while this bug was still, then you'd probably know how frustrating it was to be kicked out of your game and basically forced just to not play for a hot minute. This was especially annoying when I was trying to record content for the game. But let's go back to Gotenks. Yeah, he's good. I could actually summon for all his animations the day he came out, so that was nice. Now, let's talk about Topo. Personally, I would have never have guessed that this would be one of the first new characters to get added, but he's solid. Personally, I think this guy would have just worked better as a tank instead of an attacker, just because of the fact that why play Topo when you can play Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Super Saiyan Goku? There are just better options here. Listen, I just think the tank role needs a little bit more love personally. A lot of characters this season were given a lot of buffs and nerfs. Well, only one character really got nerfed, and honestly, it didn't really do that much, but we'll get to that. First off, Piccolo, Daima Goku, and Majin Buu were all giving buffs, and because of this helped them move drastically up the tier list. Now, is it enough for me to like this pink bastard? No way! Stop! Stop! I don't want to see him anymore! No, not at all. But as someone who plays a lot of Daima Goku, it's finally nice to see this guy get the attention he deserves. Along with these buffs, Super Saiyan Goku finally got nerfed. Yeah, these nerfs really didn't do anything. He's still the best character in the game. Also, I forgot to mention, Zamasu and Gamma 1 and 2 got some buffs. Zamasu didn't really get that much, but oh boy, look at the Gammas. Yeah, they got a lot, and personally, I don't play these guys, but if any of you guys do, then feel free to let me know what you think of them in the comments. And with those final buffs and nerfs, Season 1 is pretty much over. So you might be thinking, what's next? Well, if we assume the devs are going to follow the same structure they used for Season 1, then we're probably getting 3 new characters. Now, I can go on about who I wish they would add, but that deserves its own video. So, what's most likely coming to Season 2? Now, if you look at the 3 characters we got for Season 1, you can notice something. The first 2 characters are from the Buu Saga, but the last character, Topo, is from the Tournament of Power, aka Super. Now, I don't think we're getting TOP characters, not yet at least, but maybe we're getting some characters from Dragon Ball Super, just not the Tournament of Power, if that makes sense. Now, if you look at the Season 1 roadmap, you'll notice that it shows when Season 2 is going to start. This might be a stretch, but there's a pink glow around it, and a pink square with it's just a pink square with some question marks, really. This is low-key a stretch, and I could very much be wrong about this, but does this mean we're getting Goku Black? I mean, we have Zamasu, yet no Goku Black to go alongside him. In terms of what the other 2 characters could be, who knows? Maybe it's another character from the Goku Black Saga, or it's a totally random character that no one really saw coming, similar to what Toppo was to most of the community. So, what's my personal rating for this season? Personally, I would give this season a 7 out of 10. There were a lot of issues at first, but over time, the devs fixed them noticeably quickly. The characters that came out this season were a whole lot of fun, and really there are no complaints here. And a lot of the characters who desperately needed buffs got them. Now, if they just nerfed Goku a little more, then maybe the season would be perfect. Or maybe just remove from the game as a whole. You know, that would be nice too.
Know your fucking place, trash.